Hey coders, let's get started with our first problem. Episode 1, Maximum Product Problem. In here we'll be discussing how to identify maximum product in an array. So we have initialized maximum, minimum and result in which the initialization element is nums of 0 initially. So we have searched whether our nums of I, which is in a loop from 0 to length of an array, is less than 0 or not. If it is, then we'll be swapping it, storing the maximum in temp, minimum in maximum, and then temp in minimum. So the first maximum would always be in maximum and the second maximum will be in minimum. So maximum n will be checking whether a maximum is in between nums of I and maximum n, and minimum n goes same along with it. So we'll be checking nums of I and minimum n, the minimum among both of these. I guess there's a problem. So let's just multiply with array of I, which is nums of I, sorry. Rather, I think we can take here product, which we'll be using as nums of I. So product is equal to nums of I, checking maximum and minimum between product and maximum multiplied by product. And later, the result. In the result, we'll be giving result comma maximum, which is in between, identifying maximum between result and maximum, returning result. On episode 2, let's proceed with remove duplicates problem. In here, we'll be removing duplicates from an array. Here's how we are going to do it. So, let's just declare an hash map. In here, we'll be checking whether it is already existing in our hash map or not. So, we'll be working in an loop, which proceeds from 0 to array.length, which you can also take as n in shortcut once we have declared it. And then we are going to check whether the array of I is already present in our map or not. If it is present, then we'll continue, or else we'll add it, which is a function, inbuilt function. We'll be using put map.put key value pairs I comma array of I. I think we need to change a bit here. So array of I comma I. After adding, we'll be doing value plus plus and then return the value. So here's how we are going to do it. That is hash map declaration and value is equal to 0. That is initialization, which will be incrementing after once we have added to our map, hash map. And then, so we'll be working from indices 0 to array.length, right? In here, we'll be checking contains key is also an inbuilt function which checks whether the element added in it is present or not. So once we have added it, we'll be doing incrementation, and we also check array of value is equal to array of I, more of like, or the already existing array of I is present in array of value or not, like 2-pointer methodology, and return the value. Follow for more such content. So the one we discussed was approach 1, and here's an approach 2 for the same problem, how to remove duplicates from an array. Here's how we are going to do it. Let's get into the problem. First, we'll be using a loop in which we'll be checking array of I is equal to array of j or not, more of like 2-pointer methodology overall again. So in this, if it is not equal, then we'll be adding the array of I elements in array of j, more of like 2 pointers. So in this, we'll be returning the j value. Initialization j is equal to, and here we'll be making j plus plus, so returning j value. I think we need to make it array of j minus 1 because we'll be checking 2 pointers, right? Array of I and array of j minus 1. Imagine, the whole point is on imagining yourself. Follow for more such content. On episode 3, let's work on do some problem. So here's the problem statement. There's an array given here, 2, 7, 11, 15. Upon adding 2, 7, we get target 9. So how we are going to do it? By using an hash map. Declare a hash map, integer, integer, as both of key value pairs in a loop which ranges from 0 to nums dot length, and now with some value where it is nums of I subtracted from target value. So the target is initially with the one which we have taken as input in the function to some problem. So now we check whether a hash map contains the sum value or not. So if it contains, we return it in the format new int. Return new int, that is the representation hashmap dot get sum value. We'll be returning the sum value. We check using contains key in Java. So if it doesn't contain, then we add it I comma nums of I as key value pairs. So if either of these conditions doesn't satisfy, we return new int -1 comma -1. So here we go, all the test cases has passed.